phone.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks
You
for
in
understanding.
our lesson.
Okay.
Um,
So, so do you have anything you want to share to me? So, do you have anything that you want to share with me?
I answer your question, but every day I just take care of my
Okay.
children and learning English when my children go to bed and uh, do my homework, do my
Yeah.
household chore.
Yeah, that's actually good because you you keep doing the same thing every day, and especially that is always good to do homework because sometimes you don't need to perfect on your homework. You don't need to do all the right job, all the right thing into your homework. Because the most important thing is that you do homework every day because maybe you cannot see the improvement right away because you are studying English with me. You cannot see the improvement. You cannot see the result right away. But I guarantee that if you keep doing homework every day, you can see the huge improvement in yourself after 3 months after that. Because of course, doing homework every day is a little bit exhausting. It's yeah. So anyway, uh,
I
do you?
still want to do best because I'm afraid that you can't understand what I mean in my homework. So I want to speak fluently and speak well.
Yeah, that is very great of you because in fact I understand I almost understand all of what you were saying to me, but there are just a few, a tiny, a small mistakes I just want to let you know. Okay.
Okay.
So speaking of mistake, and now I will share with you the video that you gave it to me in this afternoon, I guess. So this evening I'm teaching about food. That is the reason why you see a lot of big food picture on my computer. Yeah. I also have a student this evening, and today I'm gonna teach him about food, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go on to the first video.
Hi, today I talk about strengths and weaknesses.
In this video, the thing I like the most is that I feel that you practice, you put a lot of effort into this video, and I can feel the effort. I can see your effort into this video, and that is the thing I like the most. And another thing that I like is that you use the new phrase that we actually not haven't learned in our lessons so far. So, for example, you say something like, "I am the person who can work under pressure." Yeah, that is the thing I like the most because we actually haven't learned that from our lesson so far, right?
That is my preparation for my interview last
Yeah.
week.
So you incorporated that phrase into your video,
Yeah.
and so okay. I just want to go on the exact time.
First, based on the list of positions in the company, you can choose a position that you want to apply for. You have to find the based on the list of positions for your interview. You need to know what are your strengths and weaknesses, and what do the strengths insert you in.
What are the strengths insert you? What does it mean?
Inside that mean help. No insert. Assess. Assist. I pronounce wrongly.
Can you spell that?
Assist.
Assist.
ASS. Assist.
Ah.
ASS.
Assist.
Yes,
okay.
I pronounce wrongly.
Maybe, okay, let me hear this again.
To the strength insert you in doing the job. When you prepare for your interview, you need to know what are your strengths and weaknesses, and what do the strengths insert you in doing the job.
Assist. I think that is not a good idea to put the assist here. Maybe that is not a good thing. Maybe you can say help. Help is better.
I just want to use the phrase in my lesson.
Yeah, but assist.
In this situation.
Yeah. Because assist means like
assist.
You can say support. Support is okay in this situation.
Support or help.
Yeah, support or help is better. Both are okay because assist means like I don't know, but I feel it doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't sound right to me. That is because sometimes and position. Yeah.
Position.
Yeah.
Position.
Based on the list of positions in the company, you can choose a position that.
Yeah. You say something. You said something like position or I don't know what you are saying, but that is not the right thing.
You want to apply for. You have to
positions in the company.
Yeah. So
to find the skill or core value that matches up with the job description. You have to show the interviewer all the skill or traits that make you a strong candidate.
Good point.
You also
That's good point.
take an example.
Yeah. You also need to give an example to the interviewer. Not take. Yeah, it doesn't sound right to me. Give. Because take something. I don't know how to explain to you, but it's not a right vocabulary in this situation. Because you need to say something like, I want to give the interviewer examples, something like that.
Okay. To demonstrate that how you excel in previous.
Yeah, that's right. You know that, right? Previous. Okay.
Previous.
Okay, so let's go on to the second video. That's actually really good. I love it. So maybe after 1 month later, you can compare yourself. So for example, you can compare yourself in the first day you make the video, compare yourself to the second day and the third day or 1 month later, you can see the huge improvement in yourself. I promise.
And when you
but I still have to write down.
That's not a problem. No, that's not a problem. Okay, you can do that. It's okay.
Weakness. You need to identify.
Identify.
What's your the weakness. You need to identify
Yeah.
what's your
Identify.
weakness.
Identify. Because
You do.
Google Translate.
Okay.
Read. Identify.
No. Identify.
Identify.
What did you do?
So, for example, I will show you. So now I will demonstrate you how to pronounce this word. Okay?
Yeah.
Identify. Identify.
Identify.
To overcome this weakness.
Overcome. That is,
Overcome.
yeah, that is a good word. I like it. Overcome.
And what was your result from this action?
Result from this.
These actions.
What do you mean?
Is a phrase in the lesson that means something you do to something you do. This is activities, actions.
Action, right?
Action.
Okay.
Action.
Overcome this weakness.
Actions.
What was your result from this action?
Actions.
For example, about.
To be honest, I'm not sure I understand what you mean in this in the first 30 seconds. Okay.
Me, I want to apply for secretary for chef, and my strengths are computer skills. I can use Microsoft Office, Word, and Excel. I also have a high attention to detail.
Detail.
And high level of accuracy in. I'm hardworking, and I can do well under the pressure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But my currently problem is English.
You cannot say my currently. You can say like my current problem is. Yeah.
Current.
My current, because currently is an adverb. Is an adverb.
My current.
So you can say like currently I realize that my English is my biggest problem. Currently I realize that I find out that English is my biggest problem. But because now you are practicing speaking, so I don't want to correct you like you need to say something like this. You need to say something like this because the point is you need to practice pronunciation. But when you are in the interview, it's not a good idea if you say to the interviewer like my biggest problem is English. That is not good at all. Okay?
I thought it's just only probably temporary problem.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Ability. However, it's a temporary problem because now I'm studying an English communication course in.
Oh, no, not temporary.
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 Not temporary.
Temporary.
Every evening.
Ability. The problem, my current problem is English ability. I know what you mean, but it's not a good one. You can simply say something like, okay, English is something that now I'm trying to improve the most. Okay. So So instead of you need to say something like English is my biggest problem now, but it's not. It's just a temporary problem. You can say like English is something that I'm trying to work on, that I'm trying to improve. Because if you say something like this, you show the interviewer that you are working on your weaknesses. That is the good point. Okay, because if you show your weaknesses, you only need to show how you solve it, how you deal with it, and how you overcome your weaknesses. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's get started. What are some of your personal interests outside of work? Okay.
Can you say again?
So, okay. What are some of your personal interests outside of work?
My personal interest outside my work is
No. Now we are going to the lesson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not telling you that. Now we are going to the lesson. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm going to be a speaker one, and you're going to be a speaker two. Okay. Yeah. So what are some of your personal interests outside of work?
Well, I really enjoy gardening. It helps me relax. I also enjoy learning foreign languages.
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 Yeah, not languages. You need to stretch in the first syllable. Languages.
Languages.
Okay. So what foreign languages have you studied?
Currently,
yeah, you see that? Currently. Yeah, currently. You can see that?
Currently.
That is how we use currently.
Currently, I'm studying Chinese and Japanese. In the past, I studied German as well.
Okay. Can you tell me about some of your hobbies or personal interests?
Well, I'm usually very busy taking care of my children and doing housework. But when I do have free time, I like to read and listen to music.
Wow, that's good. Because the conversation today is kind of short, so that we have a lot of time to discuss some kind of question. Okay, especially I want to talk more about yourself. Why? Okay. So can you tell me some of your personal interests outside of work?
My personal interests outside of work listen to music, reading book, play sports, traveling, cooking.
Wow.
So many interests.
Okay. So why do you like traveling?
Because when I go to a country or a province, I can see a beautiful sight, a beautiful place, and I can eat a I can eat good food.
Wow, that's right.
And sometimes I can know about the cultural of another country's cultural do and something like that.
Okay, so okay, that's good. That's a good answer. So what words? So can you tell me which country that you have recently traveled?
I just came to China
Mm-hmm.
4 times.
4 times. That's a lot.
For province of China.
Mm-hmm. Provinces.
Provinces.
Yeah.
4 provinces of China. They are Shanghai, Guangzhou, Guangdong, and Shenyang.
Okay.
I like the building of this city, and I like food most, and in China the food is so cay. What does it mean?
Chili.
Yeah,
chili.
And because in China
Spicy. No. Spicy. Chili is a food, and spicy. So
spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy. The food is so spicy, and there are so much oil. Oil.
Yeah.
Because I went to China in the winter. So in the winter in China is very cold. So so their food is very spicy and
spicy.
Very,
yeah. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Spicy.
Okay. Spicy. And
what else?
In China, the people they're a little tiny people speak English. They almost doesn't speak English.
Okay, so keep going. I will correct you later.
And I like the sight in the trees. There are many beautiful trees on the trees, and the market in China is very large, and there are many goods, many things, many goods. That's all.
Okay. So okay, so for that question, now I will give you some feedback because it would be better if you say something to me like, I have been to China 4 times. I have been there 4 times. Because if you say something like went, I went there, which means you, because if you use been, like you go there and you come back after that. If you use been, I've been to China. If you use the phrase like I've been to China, which means I understand that you went there before and now you come back to Vietnam. But if you say something like I went to China, maybe, probably, I understand. Maybe you now are living in China. Okay. So, and also I ask you which country that you have been there recently. So maybe you need to give me an answer in present perfect. I have been there before. I have been there before. I went there. Okay. I still can understand you, but it's not a good answer. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the best answer. So, Chinese. When you say something like Chinese, you don't need to put
Chinese.
pupil here anymore. Yeah.
Chinese.
You don't need. So, for example, you don't need to say Vietnamese pupil. That's not necessary to say Vietnamese pupil, because if you say something like Vietnamese, we understand that we are talking about people who are Vietnamese. Okay.
I forgot Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just say Chinese. That's it. Don't need to put Chinese people. Vietnamese. That's it. Don't need to put Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
So talking about speaking English, you can say there are not a lot of people. No. There are not a lot of Chinese speaking English at that time. You are talking about your experience in the past. So you can say that, you can say something like there were not a lot of Chinese speaking English at that time. Something like that. There were. Okay.
There was not
a lot of Chinese.
A lot of Chinese
Speaking English.
speaking English.
Yeah. Anyway, I love your answer. You give me a lot of information. That is the good thing. So why you always say something like I am not good at English or something like that? I'm not. I actually don't see that, because every time I give you a question, you automatically give me a lot of information. That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, do you like watching movie when you have free time?
Before I got married,
Mm-hmm.
and I always I always went to the cinema with my boyfriend, and now is my husband.
Oh yeah.
We often went to the cinema at the weekend, and sometimes we watch a movie before we went to bed together.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But now all of my free time I spend on my daughter, and now I spend on learning English.
Yeah. I just want to make a real quick feedback. Daughter. Daughter.
Daughter.
Be careful. Be careful because I hear you saying something like doctor. Like
Daughter.
yeah, doctor. Yeah, daughter. Be careful to pronounce this one. Okay.
Daughter.
Yeah, daughter.
My daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter.
I don't know why, but every time I ask you about your life, your free time, you always telling me like, oh my God, my life before marriage is so perfect, and after that,
Yeah.
and
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe my daughter is so small, so I have to take care of her every
I take care of
every
yeah.
time. I
Yeah.
take care of her. I take care of her every time I can, because she is so small, and I really hope that on the next month, she go to school. I will have all day to prepare my lesson and my homework, and practice my English, and maybe watch a movie, or read book. I want to find a book that have two languages.
Yeah.
Language.
Yeah. Anyway, you the way you describe your marriage life is kind of a little bit time consuming.
Before.
You know time consuming?
No. I don't know.
Time consuming, like you had to spend a lot of time on something. So you can say like, so I would say like the way you describe your marriage life is like it is time consuming. So for example, yeah, time consuming. So for example, travel from my home to work is so time consuming because I need to spend a lot of time on traveling from my house to work. Maybe I need to spend at least 2 or 3 hours per day in order to reach the company. So that means time consuming. You need to spend a lot of time on something. Yeah, it needs a lot of time. So it's time consuming. So I can say like, your life marriage is so time consuming because every time I ask, I question you like, how is your life? You say you always telling me I have to take care of my daughter, I have to take care of my husband, I need to make a meal, I don't have time to prepare the homework. So everything is so time consuming.
Maybe you said that my life before I
it's so
married is perfect, but after married, my life is more perfect because now I have a beautiful princess.
Yeah,
and
right.
I really love her. I really love her, and she's my everything.
Yeah, she's my everything.
And I don't want any more. Now I think that I don't want any more because I have a big fun.
Yeah. She looks like your treasure.
Treasure.
Yeah. She looks like your treasure. Do you know what that means?
No. Treasure.
Like gold, diamond, jewelry. So she looks like your diamond, your gold. That means treasure.
I see. Treasure is kho báu.
Yeah, she looks like your treasure. You
Yes,
just look up the dictionary.
It's my big diamond.
You just look up the dictionary. You just look up the dictionary. Okay.
I translate it.
Okay. Okay,
Google
treasure.
translation.
Okay.
Treasure.
So anyway, that is the end for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I hope that your life will be getting better and better every day. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know that it's real because now you have a treasure that is your daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
So even
Today
though
I,
even though sometimes you feel so overwhelmed because you have to do a lot of things at the same time, but at the end of the day you feel happy because all the things that you do is for your husband, for your family, and especially you sacrifice, you know what I mean? Sacrifice for your family.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay, so that is the end for today, and the homework is so tell me, what do you want to do for the homework? Because in this conversation that is too short.
The lesson today is so simple.
Yeah, so simple. I don't want to make you repeat that again. So maybe we need to be more creative. We need to come up with another ideas for your homework. So let's say, okay, so let's talk about your. Okay, now I will give you. Let's talk about your hobbies. You need to tell me. You need to tell me what is your hobbies and why you like it. That's it.
Okay.
Maybe you just need to give me one hobbies. You don't need to give me a lot, because the most important thing is that you need to explain. You need to tell me the reason why you love it. You need to tell me the reason why you like it. That's the point. Because sometimes you don't need to say a lot.
My hobby is take care
of my
daughter.
Okay, I will listen to your video tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
Thank
you for your time and good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey, good night.